Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talk. So, I hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up on yesterday's video. It was amazing. I loved checking it in the afternoon. It was up to 1,800 hits, 130-something thumbs up. I was really happy with that. Today, I want to take a quick minute to talk a little bit about why, the actual why, and what I think is going to push silver even higher. I know some people are thinking there's a pullback coming, and I won't lie and say it's not possible. However, I want to talk today about the stuff that I believe is going to drive the prices up even higher. In the short term, really. Now, could there be a pullback? There could be. Am I hoping for one? I guess I'd be lying to you if I told you that I don't want to buy some cheap silver. But I think the days of cheap silver are over. I know I was reading a comment yesterday and someone's like, stop hoping for a pullback. We want to move forward. I want to move forward too. I do. I'm fine. If the price keeps going up, I'm going to be happy with that. And if the price pulls back, I'm definitely going to put an order in. I already talked to a couple dealers, and they're like, I can't do nothing for you, T. There are some dealers that I work with on a fairly regular basis, and they can't do anything if the price is up. And then the price today jumped a whole $1. I mean, we're back at over $29 now, really. So we're going to talk a little bit about why. Well, actually, I say today. This was actually last night, so who knows what could have happened today. But we're going to talk a little bit about things that I think could push silver even higher, starting with the end of the month Fed meeting. We got a Fed meeting coming up. A lot of people are wondering, are they going to raise interest rates and do the right thing? Are they going to lower interest rates and take the easy road? Or are they just going to leave things the same? Now, first of all, right off the bat, I got to say, I think they're going to leave them the same. So if they leave them the same, then it's just going to remain pretty much stagnant where it is. However, what possibly will happen is people are getting frustrated. Stock market people, they're getting frustrated because we're supposed to get 3 interest rate cuts and we haven't gotten them yet. But here's the thing. The Fed knows they cut interest rates, gold and silver is taken off. And it's inevitable that at some point they probably have to cut the rates and that they will do it. Should they do it? No. But will they do it? And do they have to? They're probably gonna, because they are spending way too much money on the current debt that the U.S. has and the interest paying that debt. So it's inevitable that it's going to happen. And even in that, it's creating essentially more money. It's more money that's in the system. It's all they can do is just borrow more money to rob Peter to pay Paul. But in the end, it's going to be rob us to pay the interest. So I think, I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't think they're going to raise them. I don't think they're going to lower them right now. I do think, however, that there is rate cuts coming. But I think they're going to come a little closer to the election. And I think that because they cut rates. What do we all know is going to happen? Gold and silver is going to soar. The stock market's going to soar. Cryptocurrencies will probably soar if they haven't fallen to the floor before then. But with all that happening, that's why they're going to do it closer to the election. So I don't think we'll see anything this month. Next thing, what's going on in the Middle East? We got escalations in the Middle East. We got war. We got the crisis building up. We got all that going on. And quite frankly, that all costs money. Whether or not the U.S. is directly involved in it right now, it does not make a difference. I mean, essentially, we're putting troops over there. We're putting ships over there more. We're trying to protect the waterways. And all that does cost money. Fuel is up higher than it's ever been. And once full-scale war goes, you can expect that. What is the number one thing you want to take out in an event like that? Well, here's the thing. If I can cut off your money, you ain't going to have the funds to do war. So the first thing they're probably going to do is attack each other's oil reserves, which will make oil just skyrocket in price, as if it ain't already high enough, almost $90 a barrel currently. and no real sign of it coming down by the looks of it. Oil is going to continue to go up, and it's going to raise the price of that, and then it's going to raise the price of everything else because it costs more to mine silver, it costs more to mine gold. Do they make money off of mining gold? Of course they do. I'm not going to tell you they don't, but everybody wants their cut. And so if the prices go up to produce something, you can bet the price of you getting it is going to go up, and therefore we're going to pay more. On top of that, demand is picking up. As people are starting to see some of these things happen, they're wanting more silver. They don't care that the price is 29, 30, 31, 32. The price is going up. More people are buying it. It's creating more demand on it, and more people are talking about it. Then on top of that, obviously, big companies are going to want their commissions. So we'll probably at some point see premiums start going up if the buying doesn't slow down. And I don't think the buying is going to slow down. I think people are still frantically trying to get their hands on some because they understand when the system resets, the debt is it's unpayable. When the system does reset, it's not going to matter how many dollars you have. If the dollars go 10 to 1, and they tell you, let's just say hypothetically, they tell you the price of gold is going to go to 10 to 1 too, that's not how that would work. But let's just say hypothetically, because people do want to make that argument that, oh no, if the dollars, all of a sudden your $10 bill is worth $1 of the new dollars, well then anything you buy is going to go from $10 to $1. And that might be true at first, but it's kind of like a stock split. When Tesla is sitting at, let's just say, $500, a lot of people can't afford to share a Tesla. But if they do a 5 to 1 split, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to drop to $100 a share, and all of a sudden, everybody is going to want to buy it. And the people that already hold it are going to make out. Just like the people that are already holding gold and silver, before that happens, are going to make out too. So that's my thoughts on that. Then on top of that, you have the BRICS slowly ditching the dollar. Now, I know some people out there are going to tell you the BRICS is not much of a threat. I find it interesting that they now have most of the oil-producing countries in their pocket. And a lot of people are not really seeing BRICS as a threat, but it is a slow erosion of the dollar. If they're dumping the dollars they're holding, where do you think those dollars work their way back to? I mean, if everybody started dumping them, they'd work their way back here to the United States, and they'd basically, all of a sudden, we're going to see prices go up even higher on other items. Now, you can also look at the silver price and say, hey, if silver is still not even near its high, that it has a lot of room to go. Since everything else in the world right now is almost at an all-time high, why is silver not at an all-time high? Because there was a lot of manipulation, and we saw a lot of manipulation on Friday. Huge short position getting taken out on Friday that beat the price of silver from almost $30. Well, it was $30 all the way down to $27.90, I think, $27.80. We'll just say $28. And then what happened? As soon as the markets opened back up, yesterday, the buying started. The feeding frenzy started buying again. It's picking up right where it left off, because true stackers don't really care what the price is. Your true stackers and new people getting in, they've never seen $15 silver like some of us. A lot of people have not had that opportunity. They might have seen $22 silver. So the fact that it's, $30, they're looking at that as a drop in the bucket, as an investment. They don't have none. They don't have the choices that, long-term stackers have of we've built up a stack. Maybe, if you've got a good enough stack, you're not buying right now at these prices, because we have seen this price range before, and then all of a sudden it gets pulled back drastically, and a lot of people were disappointed. But just because something happened before, I mean, you can say, yeah, it got up to $29 last time, and then it flushed all the way back down to almost $20. Okay? You can also say the time before that it got up to $30 and then it jumped all the way up to $49.80. So you can make the argument both ways, and then some people just are like, I read the comments and they're like, dude, they've been saying silver is going to go up for years. Okay. Think about the boy who cried wolf. I mean, they've been saying when you hear that story, oh, the sky's falling, the wolf or whatever. What was it? Oh, the wolf. The wolf, there's a wolf, and then all of a sudden there was no wolf. And then there's a wolf, no wolf. Well, here's the thing, yeah. I mean, that story alone should bear witness that, eventually silver is going to go up. And I think we've got a good momentum right now that it's not showing signs of slowing down. People are getting worried about the dollar. They're seeing the price of everything we buy go up. They want to hold something that's also going to go up in value. The dollar is clearly not going up in value. It's not going up fast enough to cover inflation. You might be able to make an argument that some of these 5-6% CDs that the banks are giving right now are better than inflation. And I'll be honest, they are. But here's the thing. When the crisis does happen, banks are in jeopardy. Banks have been funding people because they know at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they go out, if they end up losing tons of money. They don't want to. But if they risk it, the chances they'll get their money. But if by some fluke they don't get their money, what's going to happen? Let's be real. Government is going to bail them out. Why? Because they need the confidence in the dollar. And it may not be just the government bailing them out. It might be the people that have money deposited into the bank. I actually talked to one guy a little while back. He had a ton of money at his house. And I said, dude, they don't care. He goes, oh, I'm not giving them my money. They're not taking it from me. I said, they're taking it from you and you don't even know it. Nope, I still got the same amount of money. I said, you do? It doesn't have the same buying power that it had 10 years ago. He said, what do you mean? And then we got talking about it. So, prices of everything is going up. Prices of gold and silver realistically will probably keep going up. Now, this is just my opinion. This is me giving you my opinion and something for you to think about. Anything can happen in the short run, but true economics will always prevail. The sky, no matter what you tell me, if the sky's blue and essentially you're telling me, no, it's pink, I mean, the sky's blue. You can make the argument on anything, but what makes sense makes sense. And to me personally, it's not financial advice, but stuff's going up, gold and silver is going up, and people are getting away from the dollar. So this is just some of the reasons why I think silver and gold are a great investment. We have a lot of room to grow. I think silver easily is going to attain $50. That's an easy mark. What will I do when it hits $50? I don't know. I would be very nervous to sell my collection at 50 and then all of a sudden, the dollar collapses and I'm stuck with a bunch of dollars. But on the flip side, who knows? I'm looking at things one day at a time. Short run, it's a no-brainer to me. And hopefully you take this information, you do some homework, look this up. If you're new to stacking, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really put some thought into this one for you. And it's going to be, hopefully everybody hits the thumbs up button. So we got some exciting times ahead of us for this month. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys again on T-Square Talk. And y'all have a great day. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up for me. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.